born of my womb lie buried in my heart. The hearty city of Delhi, an endless tale of uprooting and resurrection with its phoenix-like character. One came to plunder, another to settle down, but each one found an abode here. Delhi embraced them with open arms. History is a witness to these glorious love affairs, and the proof lies in the 10 cities whose stories were erased, and yet the saga continues. This is the essence of this love, the very fragrance of the universe. Present in the 7th city of time, the story I regale is the story of grace and music, politics and love, of kingdoms and saints. Lovers of different hues appeared. The beloved remained Delhi.
The twain shall never meet, but one is unimaginable without the other. Where there is earth, it will be engulfed by the sky. The speck of dust, witness to the antics of time, inscribed this fable of love in the book of his heart. And I, steady, stable, watched its next turn.
Prithvi Raj Chauhan. The very first chapter opens on the name of this renowned warrior prince. After travelling through Rajasthan, Gujarat and eastern Punjab, when this Rajput prince from Ajmer placed his eyes on Delhi, he could not resist its manifold charms and made it his capital. What remains of this Rajput's glorious reign today is the fortress of Qila Rai Pithora near Ladosarai. Prithvi Raj Chauhan's bravery was renowned in the land. He was famous as the one whose arrows pierced worlds. To save Delhi from getting vanquished, he fought twice with the Turk Muhammad Ghori. The battlefield of Tarayan turned red with pools of blood. Chan Bardai, in his Prithvi Raj Raso, has sung of Chauhan's bravery in 1300 ballads. It is said that Ghori made Chauhan captive and blinded him. Chauhan, not to be outdone, used his word-piercing arrow to take Ghori's life. It is the fervour and imagination of Chan Bardai that weaves this tale, for I do know that Prithvi Raj fell in the bloody battle of Tarayan. The year was 1191 AD. Although Muhammad Ghori was able to conquer Delhi, he could not remain here. War in Iran was constantly under attack, and he had to hand over the reins of Delhi to his slave Qutbuddin Aibak and return to his own land. In a bizarre turn of events, Ghori died untimely, and his slave Qutbuddin Aibak happened to be the first Sultan of Delhi. The Turkish sultans would purchase slaves from the markets of Bukhara and Samarkand and train a select few in the art of combat and then grant them high titles. One such slave, Iltutmish, was blessed in his stars. Within 4 years, Qutbuddin Aibak passed away. Qutbuddin had married off his daughter with a slave of his. Qutb's slave, son-in-law and governor of Badaयूं, Shamsuddin Iltutmish, thus came to be the second Sultan of Delhi. The city, built by the Turks in 1206, is still known as Qutb Mehroni. The White Palace, Red Palace, Green Palace, the Mosque Qubatul Islam, madrasas and minars were the pride of this beautiful city. Indian masons and artisans embraced new artistic inputs and merged them effortlessly with traditional forms. The palaces and mosques are now reduced to ashes, but the 74-meter high tower of the Sufi saint Bakhtiyar Kaki stands tall even today. Hauze Shamsi, built by Iltutmish, kept the city quenched. In their reign of 85 years, the Turks made Delhi into a very big center of governance. Iltutmish's fame spread as far away as Punjab, Bengal and Multan. After the glorious era of King Harshvardhan, this was India's second sunrise.
The speck of dust was entrenched in these stories of time. Iltutmish was on his deathbed.